electrifying the crowd. Beautiful play from Nowitzki. What a play by Rose. Beautiful shot from Kobe Bryant.
The following is a special holiday presentation of ESPN on ABC.
What will the Heat do on the big stage, particularly LeBron James and Magic? I mean, you've played on that big stage. Does LeBron have it in him to lead a team to a championship?
Chris, I think he does. He reached out to me right after the season, and he wanted to talk about his game as well as off-the-court stuff as well. He had a one-on-one session with no question.
Play the most games in the NBA. If he's a little bit worn down, that point guard position is going to be a problem.
Well, I think now with the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade, Michael, you've always said this, must become the leader, and everybody on that team must understand that he is the leader. And then define the roles of all the guys on the Miami Heat. Make sure everybody knows what they're supposed to do. And then what's the identity of the Heat? That's going to be a key too.
Well, so much of the pressure is going to be on LeBron James. You talk about a player having the pressure coming into the season. It's the same as last year. It's different. But the pressure to win is still there because they didn't win.
I say it's even greater.
You think it's greater? Yeah,
it's greater.
Because
but last year he was vilified. I mean, last year, I think LeBron.
And the 2011 NBA Finals underway here at the American Airlines Arena. Their largest lead of the night, 15. Terrific run here for three on the way. Good! Nowitzki, the easy layup and in. Wade puts it up for the win. Off the mark, and Dallas has tied the finals. Drives underneath, layup, he puts it in. Gets it to Miller. Miller puts it up. Air ball. The Mavericks have even the series. Terry wide open for three. Bang! Nowitzki, quick move, and the finish. Out to Kidd. Kidd for three. It's good. And the Mavericks will take a 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals. Favored Miami Heat, one loss away. Nowitzki hooks it up, puts it in. The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. For the Miami Heat, a stunning ending to one of the more compelling seasons in NBA history. Welcome to the NBA Christmas Special, presented by BlackBerry. A rematch of the 2011 NBA Finals as we start the shortened regular season. The Dallas Mavericks, fresh off their raising of the banner, hosting the Miami Heat. And it was just over 6 months ago in Miami where Dirk Nowitzki, so emotional, ran off the court at first, then came back to celebrate with his teammates. And just over 6 months ago, whereas Pat Riley has always said it was misery for the Miami Heat as they fell short of their quest for a championship, just 2 wins shy, but now they're ready to come back. As we look at our starting lineups today, brought to you by Taco Bell. And the same starting 5 for the Miami Heat that started in Game 6 of the Finals. They have added a few new players for this season. The Mavericks have added a number of new players, including 2 new starters. Brendan Hayward now starting in place of Tyson Chandler, and Vince Carter in his first year with the Mavericks, starting at the 2 guard. Our Spanish language version of today's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAP function on your television. Sellout crowd that just had, as Jeff said, the emotional ceremony. And it really was a terrific moment for all these here in attendance at the American Airlines Center. But the pomp and circumstances is over, and let the games begin.
Well, good pick and roll set by Bosch, left to right split, and then down. Sometimes Wade makes the game look so easy, and it's just not. Because they don't want to split, Nowitzki backs off to take away the penetration, so he pulls up in that little pocket for the 17-footer. And just
Christmas Day in Dallas, Texas. As the Heat leading by 16 here in the second. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for game-changing traction inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. The Heat driven right now. Eric Spoelstra quite pleased with his team thus far.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet. They do not like it when we take it off the glass.
Well, Miami is just absolutely hammering Dallas right now on the board. They've shot.
And then a foul called on Odom. 3 on Odom.
Great help by Wade. Comes from behind a block. Centers the ball with the pass to James, who then touches it to Bosch running rim to rim.
Well, remember last year, Wade averaged almost over a block a game. He was 24th in the NBA in blocking.
Well, good scramble. Wade goes to the basket, misses. Haslam just runs the floor, and you see so many Mavericks not even in the picture. You got to have 5 guys converting.
The Miami Heat defense and the all-around play of LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. The story, James had 18 points in that first half. He's with Lisa.
21-point halftime lead. How were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's not easy at all. We're just flying around helping each other defensively, and we're able to get stops and we're able to execute offensively.
And you guys are dominating the board, something that you did not do last season. What's been the key to that?
We know coming into the game that's a very good shooting team, and it's going to be a lot of offensive rebounds at times. They miss shots, and all 5 guys got to get in and help each other defensively and clean up the rebounds. So that was a point of emphasis, and it's good to see that we're doing that so far.
Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas to you too, Lisa.
The largest lead was 26. And they go in up 21. The Kia halftime report with Mike, Magic, John, and the new guy, Chris Broussard, at the Kia halftime report. LeBron James goes home in that report, and the Celtics Knicks highlights of that one. Halftime of the season opener for last year's NBA finalists. First 2 quarters, all Miami Heat.
This is the Akron where LeBron James grew up, before the nice cars or the sneaker contracts. Before he was the chosen one, he and his mother lived in 11 different places in a 3-year stretch.
When you're doing it and you're following your mom, and your mom is telling you, well, it's time to, it's time to go, it's time to, it's time to pack up and move, you don't ask many questions.
Was there a hard part of it? Was there a part that was difficult?
I was scared at times that my mom wasn't gonna come back home. Angry at times where, I would see something on TV and I would want it and I couldn't get it. I couldn't understand that. I was watching basketball games and football games, and I would see these athletes. I was hoping someday I could be those people, not only to be on that stage, but also to be able to support my family.
And people know that about you because they see your mom everywhere supporting you, but they never hear about your dad.
Right.
What's that like for you? Do you have in contact with your biological father?
No, I don't. I never had a relationship with him. And as a kid, I was always frustrated about that. I was always angry and mad at my dad for not being around. As a grown-up now, I look back on it and saying, well, I don't know if I should be that angry. I don't know what my father was going through in his life at the time. So, it gives me another perspective.
James' life stabilized when he moved to this apartment building.
That far right one, apartment 602 is where I grew up from age 10 to high school.
Is this the nicest place you live? Is this
That's the Trump Hotel right here. This is like Four Seasons rich right there. I can look off that balcony and look basically through the whole city of Akron.
James is still looking over Akron. His LeBron James Family Foundation, Wheels for Education, and Boys and Girls Clubs projects funnel millions of dollars to underprivileged children here.
You know who that is? I don't know, Dwayne Wade. Who is that?
You try to get them young and try to get them on the right path so they don't make a lot of mistakes that I've seen a lot of kids and some of my friends make when I was younger.
One of James' programs is guiding a group of third graders through to their high school graduation in 2021, providing them tutors and mentors, monitoring their after-school activities, and giving them safe places to play.
You kids have dreams, and you should try to do everything possible to make that dream become reality.
Do you have credibility with a kid who doesn't have much because you grew up without having as much?
Absolutely. I can relate to them, and they can relate to me when they hear my story, and I let them know that I grew up in the Spring Hill apartments on the west side of Akron, and You know, this is poverty. I get an opportunity to check in with a few of the kids, just try to keep them on course. You know, it's difficult, but hopefully that I can use my word, use my power to just give them an outlet.
People are still hammering LeBron and ESPN over the decision. You more than me, JB, in that broadcast. But LeBron James used the money from the decision to renovate 13 boys and girls clubs around the country.
Once again, the quickness, the ability to steal, deflect, and then most importantly, those first 2 or 3 steps just driving ahead of the pack. Dwayne Wade, Miami, absolutely putting it on Dallas.
This is scary good.
Yeah, just swarming defense. Chalmers comes from the baseline, looks to lob it. James touches it to Wade. Just very good anticipation and vision by James.
Yikes.
2 boards.
The Dallas Mavs raised their championship banner, and LeBron James and the Heat in Dallas for the finals rematch of last season. LeBron in the post. He goes left hand and good. Heat up 4. James, 37 points, 10 rebounds. Right here, you're going to see Dwayne Wade blocks Dirk, goes up and passes to LeBron. Watch this no-look to Bosh on the dunk.
Irvin-like.
Oh, man. That was beautiful in transition. And here again, Chalmers steals from Dirk.
Play of the game right here, man.
Up again for the lob. Yeah, beautiful pass, touch pass from LeBron to Dwayne Wade. And it's the Mavs losing 105-94.
Wasn't even that close.
No, it
Give
wasn't.
The trophy. Give the Heat the trophy. It is over.
All right, here's a question we want to ask. Did we learn more about the Heat or the Mavericks from that blowout non-game we saw just earlier?
Forget all that. We learned more about LeBron James, and he's on a mission. 37 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Amazing performance. And Dwayne Wade was great as well. When you think about the Heat, they played great defense. They got into transition. We didn't see that last season from them. So they're running more. And I tell you, Michael, if they keep on like this, they're going to meet your Bulls or the Eastern Conference Finals, but they're going to win the championship. The Heat will win the championship
Not
this
meet
season
his Bulls, beat his Bulls.
Beat his Bulls.
I love the way LeBron played off the basketball today. They got him in the post. They ran some cross screens to get him some easy opportunities. He wasn't standing around. Learned how to play without the basketball. Dwayne Wade was terrific. Bosh chipped in. And if they play defense like this, they're going to be awfully tough.
I'm just going to gloat. It's one day. 58 wins for the Miami.
I have that written down.
And 60. You remember? You keep that in mind.
You might be right.
And it's Bulls and Heat. We already talking about May. We got to stop doing this. Can't tease the whole season.
As soon as they lose number 9, you'll be hearing from them.